Hello and welcome to another edition of Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. This is the Wednesday reaction to Dynamite. We're going to talk about all things related to AEW, and we're also going to do a little bit of a preview for the Grand Slam. Before I get to all of that, I have to introduce my co-hosts. I am Adam Baum, and to my left is the lovely Queen Kiera.
Hello.
Are you, that's all you want to say is hello?
What's going on?
All right. I guess maybe that intro wasn't good enough, but what intro is good enough? I know you can't see him, but he is live with us, my other partner, Bionic Brian. The reason you can't see him is he just wants to make sure nobody's stealing any likenesses or anything like that.
No.
Or any kind of video content of any kind. So
Here
we'll talk about that more later. But before we do, we've got to get into all this, guys. Brian, just a quick take on Dynamite, and then we'll kind of break it down. Everything that I've been bitching about has been fixed. It seems like in the last 2 weeks. Do you know how many brawls there were tonight?
I didn't count, but enlighten me.
0. Any after match stuff was not a brawl. It was a promo or, a setup for something, this is to a certain extent the go home show for Grand Slam. So there was maybe to set up stuff like that. The one thing though that I have to put out there, I just have to, is where we're gonna start, is you could give Punk the night off potentially, or have him do something quick. Having him on commentary does nothing for the fans in the audience.
That's a good point.
They don't care. It'd be better to put him in a dark match.
Yeah.
Something that he can come out and maybe just do a GTS on somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, we also we're not in the arena, right? We don't know what's going on when they're not filming or after the show too. So,
and I hate to beat the dead horse, but 4 announcers, Kara, is too much.
Yeah, that's overload. I don't think that it was a bad idea to put Punk on commentary tonight. I mean, looking at his history of commentary, he's pretty badass on the mic.
Oh yeah.
I felt like he was very muted. I felt like this was Phil Brooks on commentary and not CM Punk. I don't know why I felt that way, but it didn't have the same edgy feel like his promos were. It felt like he was like, well, I can't do a friggin' 2-hour promo.
Yeah.
Right.
So I've gotta fill dead air or whatever. I mean, he stole one of Brian's lines talking about the hardest part of the ring is the apron.
Well, come on, that's not my line.
I'm teasing Ryan.
I'm like, well, it's not fucking. Sorry, I'm just very sensitive. To that,
I know.
Right?
I'm poking the bear. What is very, very petty for me, and I want you guys to understand. I fully acknowledge the pettiness here. But one of the first things he says when he gets on commentary is a list of guys whose names he wants to be in the ring with. You could be in the ring tonight with them. You don't have to be on commentary.
Right, yeah, like, why are you back there? You could be. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
And I want to punch Excalibur, who since we're on the topic of commentary, he's talking about FTR and how they were one of the best champs in AEW history. There's been like 5, and one of them just got crowned. You can't get GOAT status like that.
Wait, who said? Repeat it again. Who's GOAT? Who's the GOAT?
Excalibur said that FTR was one of the best champs. He didn't even commit to being the best. He said one of the best. When there's a handful, is all you got to choose from. Of course, that's one of the best.
Yeah, it's a small sample size, but I mean, it is. He's putting them over, and I see what you're saying. It's kind of a vague
If he wants to put them over, say they're the best. Do you know how many announcers in the years have said 10 people were the best, Brian?
Yeah.
Like sometimes in the same night.
It's pro wrestling, man.
Dude, Bobby Heenan would come out and be like, here's Kiera, she's the best. 2 matches later, Brian is the best.
Oh, he's
2
also
matches
the best.
later, Adam is the best. I mean,
so maybe it's just a word selection thing that he needs to potentially. I mean,
I was saying just commit.
I can't really.
No, just commit. Don't say one of the best. Say the best. Who cares? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I hear you.
It's not going to go on his tombstone.
It might.
Well, yeah, they do have tombstones with QR code. So anyway, that was topic 1. I know I was super petty. Whatever. Adam Cole and Frankie Kazarian. Now, Brian, Kiera doesn't know much about Frankie Kazarian.
I don't.
Really?
I was surprised myself.
I mean, she didn't really watch. You didn't really watch TNA all that much, right, Kiera?
Not that much.
I mean, and he played 2 characters.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
true. Yeah.
cast, but not
Daniel.
I never really paid attention to him like that, to be honest.
Yeah. No. I mean, he's fuck. I mean, going back to even when he was in WWE, I remember seeing him on like Velocity matches, which is fucking awesome. Like.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Frankie Kazarian. Yeah. And he's like and I don't mean this as an insult. I mean this as a compliment. He's very Lance Storm-ish in the ring, but he actually has the charisma. I guess it's insulting to Lance Storm. He has the charisma. Like he can cut a promo. He's got the look.
Yeah. He's hilarious on the stuff that I've seen on BTE.
Oh yeah,
I know. Adam, you don't watch it, but I'm still gonna.
What's BTE?
Hope that you watch it one day.
What's BTE?
Yeah, what's BTE? What's dark?
All right. So anyway, with all of that said, because I had to tell Kiera about this here. With all of that said, I'm expecting a high caliber match here, and I felt like these two, because I know how incredible both talents are, I felt like they didn't have a chance to work with each other enough to make this match be what it should have been. Is that fair in any way? You
mean like in the past?
No, I mean like their exchanges weren't, I always use the word crisp. They weren't clean. They weren't like, 2 seasoned vets could do. Like Kiera and I were talking about,
oh man,
Sammy and KO could go out and do a match and call it on the fly, the whole fucking match. And it'd be at least 4 stars.
Because they work with each other.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like,
I see what you're saying.
And this is not an excuse or anything. This is just logic. This is my brain. I feel like Kaz and Cole did not get a chance to work with each other enough.
Well,
potentially, but I mean, that's not like to the fault of either of them. They just, timing. They were in different companies for how long? I mean, shit. Yeah. Cole, I don't even think was ever in TNA, was he? I can't remember.
No, there's ships that didn't cross in the night, but
exactly.
You have a 90-day no compete. I mean, I don't think I'm wrong here. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean you can't go start rehearsing with someone.
Well, he didn't even have a no compete. Remember, his contract just ran out, and he was able to go do what he wanted.
But as soon
a week later.
Okay, I guess that's why he wasn't just sitting around.
Right, they didn't have time for him to kind of exactly like. I think he was on. When was his last match? His last match was with
Kyle O'Reilly at TakeOver 36.
Right.
Which was how long ago?
Who cares?
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
3 weeks ago?
Yeah. Right. I get your point, but if this is my debut, right, and I'm working with somebody like Frankie Kazarian, I'm sure they could have been like, hey man, you want to pull an all-nighter? Let's just we gotta get this down pat.
Yeah.
This is a big moment. This is really a big moment for Frankie Kazarian too, because in the annals of AEW history down the road, and Adam Cole is a decorated champion and a top guy, he can go, yeah, remember I debuted against Frankie Kazarian. So this is a good rub for Kazarian here. You would think they would want to work together. I'm just saying it wasn't bad. It just or maybe I was just over expecting it.
Maybe you're expecting a little bit something something else.
I definitely get your point, Adam. If you don't have any history with that wrestler, if you guys have never worked together, it can be really great if you're both seasoned, or it can go really wrong.
And they're both seasoned.
And like just me personally speaking, my short-lived independent wrestling career, a lot of times when you show up to a venue, you're working with someone that you don't have any history with, but usually you'll still go over. You'll still go over.
Well, that's in the independent circuit.
Yeah, but you'll still go over like, you know, a few moves here and there. Hey, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if they had. I don't even know if they had time to do that. We don't know.
Right.
I'm sure they had time to do that. I'm just saying, I don't think they didn't have time to get the match that they wanted. I don't think they had the time to work together to make it look as fluent as it should be, because not to be weird, a match is like a dance.
Yeah.
You know, and these are like two partners stepping on each other's toes a couple times. Like they didn't know how to work with each other to do a reversal or to get around on the other guy. Like it just wasn't as clean as I would expect from two guys that, in my opinion, are capable of 5-star matches.
I can agree with that. Yeah. And it's unfortunate. I mean, so we got time.
It's a little petty of mine.
Again, I wouldn't really put too much into it, and I know you're not, but
I'm not. We're gonna talk about when we get to the Grand Slam predictions and kind of discussion in topic 5. We'll continue with Adam Cole there, but for now, I want to go to Jade Cargill and Leila Hirsch, or is it Layla? Layla, excuse me. Jade and Layla here. I gotta say, I'm piggybacking, Brian, on my point from last week. AEW, low-key, has gotten their women's division better.
Oh, yeah, man.
And there have been a lot of haters on Jade that she can't go long in a match or whatever. This was a long match with a little girl. Well, everybody's little compared to Jade. So just to be fair, it's like China. I mean, she's a little bit China-like in my mind. Even her outfit. This is a really good match. But Brian, my point of all of this is, again, this division needs more than one match in a 2-hour Dynamite.
I 100%
agree. They're still trying to figure it out.
No, they're there though. Figure out whatever they need. They're there in terms of the name ID talent or the people that like the fans would care about. Like at this point, people would cheer for Jade when she comes out.
Oh yeah,
it's absolutely a great spot for Layla Hirsch to come out.
Yeah.
She gets some, rub by everybody being eyes on her. And you got Bunny and Anna Jay on Friday. Cool. You need more. It can't just be all dark.
Yeah.
And elevation.
Well, I mean,
you've got yourself to a certain level of the division that you need to do more than one match at Dynamite. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everything else is
even
fixed.
though there was only one match, we also saw, during the Dan Lambert thing, right, was apparently fucking this Paige Van Zandt was there. I mean, she's I don't know if you're familiar with her MMA career, or I think she's doing bare knuckle boxing now.
Brian, Paige Van Zandt was cool. There were 5 other dudes in the ring.
Yeah.
She never talked. How much of a pop do you want me to give for
I'm
people
I'm just stating there were some other women's segments. It's not like that was that was the only women's match, but
all right. Yeah. Britt was
I'm
on
just trying
for a
to play
second.
devil's advocate positively.
Yeah, Britt was on for a second. I'm keep in mind, any fight either of you give me on this, I am fighting for wanting more of this new women's division they've got.
Sure.
That's awesome. I love it.
So you guys can both eat it. Before we get to Grand Slam, last topic, number 4, Brian is interrupted in his promo by Callis, and he dropped the line, Kiera, on Daniel Bryan in the beginning of the interruption. I'll get to Daniel's portion, but he dropped the line Callis did on him, called him a hippie millionaire.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that.
What do you think of that moniker, though?
A hippie millionaire?
It's a weird mix.
Yeah.
Hippie millionaire.
It's a weird mix, but it's also, like, I know you're an athlete. If you're making your millions, you've got to live off that. You've got to, you know, after your career's over, you got to pay for your kids' tuition, et cetera, et cetera. And he's got at least 2. I get all that, but how openly public he is and stuff like that, he shouldn't be a millionaire the way he claims he lives and stuff like that.
What?
It does kind of contradict, like he could keep.
You mean like gardening and like
he could keep it in the bank,
storage?
but like whenever they showed him on Total Divas where they were living, that was not where. I'm trying to be a little. This is a stupid comment to even get hung up on. I'm sorry, I mentioned it.
It's okay.
What I was saying though is like, if he's a true hippie millionaire, he should be living in like a tiny house and the rest is in the bank.
That's true. Or like a log cabin of sorts. Or like
Okay.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Or a tree house. Or
like he doesn't need the pool and the tennis court and the 3-car garage and the Lincoln Navigator while he's supposed to be we're environmental friendly, but the hippie millionaire concept just doesn't go well. I'm not criticizing you, Daniel Bryan. I would do everything that you do and more. All right, let's unpack the Grand Slam card for next week. Now, we had a little discussion off air. I want to kind of bring it on air here. Why is this called the Grand Slam? It's because I don't know. Grand Slam implies 4. Brian says it's because it's held in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is where the U.S. Open is held, which is one of the 4 Grand Slam events in the USTA tennis. So that's kind of redundant, saying USTA and tennis. But anyway,
that's okay.
That doesn't make sense why AEW would call it this. So maybe there's 4 matches. Well, there's 2 nights, so you can't have just 4 matches on 2 nights. So maybe we do 4 and 4. Nope, that's not the case. Right now, it's like 6 and 3 book. So I just don't get it. And there's adding an extra hour for Rampage. Before we get into this, to blow my mind even further open, are they doing an hour head-to-head with SmackDown?
Ooh.
Yeah, they always do.
No, they go on.
Oh no, because they
10.
do 10. You're right. You're right.
So they would.
So
would be going
so
head.
they try to swim in SmackDown's wake when they go on Friday.
Right.
Instead of trying, I mean, I just want to. I'm not making a comment on pro WWE or pro AEW. I want to take a step back and really everybody just kind of think about this for a second from a business standpoint.
Okay.
Raw is not great. Raw's ratings are not good. Why, if people are tuning out on Monday and football's about to start, why would anyone want to think that AEW should recreate the Monday Night Wars? This Rampage, swimming in the wake is the term I'm going to use, of SmackDown's much larger, almost 3 million viewership. Maybe they can turn the channel and they're done because they're already watching wrestling. What's an extra hour of good wrestling?
Right.
Sure.
And they get Rampage to come in there. I think that is brilliant.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think it's way too fucking early, even with a pre-booked super duper card that on night 2 has your favorite Bucks wrestling to go against SmackDown.
Well, I mean, ultimately, I feel like that was, you know what? I'll say this. I feel like really the long-term goal is to add a second hour at some point. So this is like a permanent thing. So there is a crossover.
Right.
Right.
They're not there yet.
No.
So this is a separate show.
Yeah. And I mean,
it's
SmackDown does
way early, man. What is Rampage getting in ratings? They're not getting all 3 million people, or
No.
or what is it, 2.8 million to come over. They're getting 800,000. I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it's been around there, or
Well,
like I
wait.
think like fluctuating like closer to like 1 million maybe, but
Okay,
Yeah.
even at 1 million, you're going to go head to head for an hour. If you are picking up 1 million fans of wrestling that are tuning in right after SmackDown ends, you think they're going to miss the first hour? Like, if
Yeah.
anything, they should go 10 to midnight.
I don't know. I think cutting to midnight. I think that would
It's
That
a
would-
Friday night.
that would steer away the attention span, even if it's on a Friday night. I like the 10 to 11. Maybe they can bump it up from 9 to 11 if they do a.
That's
if they
what
eventually-
Brian's saying is the plan.
yeah.
I think it's a mistake.
I think that could work. 10 to 12. I don't know about that slide.
I don't think. I think this is so premature for them to go. I think that this time slot 10 to 11 right after them on Fridays is such a smart move. Trying to overlap, it's way too early.
Or it could 10 to 12 could work. I mean, okay, all right.
That's a
All right,
little. You don't think that's a little late?
Not for
I
a
do
Friday
think-
night.
I do think it's a little late, even for a Friday night, because
Yeah.
people have plans. They do whatever.
Oh,
It is good wrestling. 10 to 11.
people do
that's good
plans.
enough.
Okay, but that's what we're saying. You have your plans, Carrie. You're going out this Friday night.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's say you're not.
Yeah.
Let's say you stay in, and at 8 o'clock you're like, I don't got anything to watch. I'm gonna watch SmackDown. You're in for the night.
Right.
You're probably not going out. So we'll hit the button again at 10 and go to 2 hours of AEW.
I would definitely watch it.
If
Yeah,
you
I
are a wrestling fanatic, which is what they're trying to capitalize on, you're already home. It's not like you're picking this over going to the movies. You're already home.
Yeah. And then, usually the last show at any movie theater starts at 10 anyway.
Yeah, like the
So-
10 to 10:40 range
Yeah.
is the
Right.
last ones.
So, according to their ratings from last week, it was on the September 10th episode of Rampage. They did 670,000.
Wow.
So it is a little lower from when. Obviously, it's lower from when Punk debuted, but again, they've been on record saying that it's not going to be like a B show, quote unquote. Like they see this as
Well-
something that's going to be.
Then
What's that?
then you don't go head to head right now. Is my point. You should not be going head to head.
It could be a little early. It could be a little early, but
it's more than
one
a
way to
little
find
early.
out, right?
It's more than a little early. All right. Let's go to All Out. Or not All Out. Shit. Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
I feel like I'm at Denny's.
I was like, we going back?
So Grand Slam, as we said, is 4 hours. That's the only thing that adds up in the Grand Slam nonsense of it, is that it's 4 hours. 2 on Wednesday for Dynamite, 2 on Friday for Rampage. Let's start with what's on Dynamite. We first have Ruby and Britt. I'm excited for this match, but I also think it's a huge mistake. I think it's a huge mistake because Rob likes to come in and break glasses in the middle of the show. Beyond that, I think it's a huge mistake because this feud has legs, Brian. And I hate that,
Which one?
Ruby and Britt.
Ruby and Britt. Yeah.
I think that they have one of those feuds that could blossom the way Thunder Rosa and Britt did into their memorable Extreme Rules match.
Yep. Yeah, no, it could, but I mean, I think I don't think there would be any problem with Ruby losing in this in any way.
Oh, I don't think there would be any problem
I mean,
Ruby losing to Britt in general. What I'm saying is why you were rushing here.
Well, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I mean, I think it's just the timing of it all, and like Ruby being available, and they wanted to bring her in, and this isn't supposed to be like if we're doing picks right now, obviously I'm picking Britt, right? Either Ruby's gonna get screwed, or she's gonna have another shot, or something happens where it still makes her look a little bit, pretty strong. But I think Britt is.
Oh,
gonna
yeah. I
keep
mean,
the belt.
you got Rebel and you got Hater there on the outside for chicanery.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Did you say chicanery?
yes.
It's a good word.
That's my new word I've been using like recently. Almost as if I have word of the day toilet paper, but I don't. Again, I love this matchup. I hope maybe this is the start to a longer term plan. Like she gets fucked, and so she gets another match.
Yeah.
Down the road.
Exactly.
We also have Brian Pillman Jr. and MJF.
Hell yeah.
This is one of those things that I was talking about, and we had a little bit tonight. Let me look at my notes. Of course, MJF hate fucked the New Jersey crowd. He tried to get them, the way Punk would, to like, I'm in a puppet crowd.
Yeah.
But those Pillman chants came in way, way late when he was trying to do it, and you can see, like, visibly he was pissed about it. Like, he's like, oh, you'll fucking do anything that Punk says, but I bring up a chant and you won't do that. Also, Pillman came in a little late. I like the exchange he had with Wardlow and stuff, but there's no way Pillman's winning
I don't think so.
next week.
I don't
This
see
is
that.
just a good spot for him to get exposure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think this is the perfect match for him.
That is part of the plan, but
Yeah,
he's not.
this is just a nod to them.
Face.
Yeah. Wait, are we doing picks? Who's doing picks?
No, we're just talking about the match.
Oh, we're just talking the matches. I don't know.
Yeah, we can do picks later. We'll do them off.
Oh, my
air.
bad.
Oh, I thought we were doing predictions on air. Didn't? No. Whoops.
Yeah.
Are you writing them down? Because I don't have it
No.
ready.
No, sir.
Yeah, then no. We're just talking about the card.
I kind of was. Sorry.
Anyway, so well, we can do it. Fine. We're all picking MJF.
Mhm.
Easy. And the first one we
Yeah.
were all picking Britt, right?
Yes.
Okay. The next one is I fucking hate it, and I hate that he showed back up here tonight. This was one of those moments, Kira. Like Rosario Dawson is on Dynamite. So we're all like, yeah, hey baby. Like she's good actress. She's like always fun when they do her like in person.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, she showed up. And then as soon as you get all excited about it,
it's
freaking Cody has to show up.
yeah.
I know
Well,
they're the go big co-hosts there, but like
Yeah.
Cock block.
yeah, Rob's
Oh,
mad now.
I see. Okay, you're going there. I see. Or is that what Rob is going?
That's
I don't
where
know.
Rob is.
I just heard Rob screaming.
Yeah, Rob got all excited when I said that she was there tonight, and then he got mad when I mentioned Cody's name, which is the same reaction I had. So
Gotcha. Okay.
I get it, Rob. I was right there when I was watching it tonight.
Yeah.
Here's where we're gonna have some discussions, boys and girls. First off, I want to point out now that Aleister Black's Malachi Black, these new fucking names are gonna mess with me. Malachi Black, now that his black eye is gone, he still has it painted there. Brian, have you
Yeah, so what?
seen Beer Fest?
Yeah. Yeah. Not in a while, but I have.
I
course.
feel like instead of getting punched in the face, so he always has the black eye, he's doing that as some symbolism there. Like, 'cause remember, he got in his last match. That's how he got that black eye.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the reference like? Give me like a reference, like the whole significance with the beer fest.
Oh, in Beer Fest, he has a black eye, and they're wanting to train. He says every time I look in the mirror, it fuels me. And so every time it heals, they punch him in the face again, like they punch their buddy. So he always
You gotta
has a
fire
black
him up.
eye.
That's
No,
funny.
well, so the black eye thing, I kind of took that a little bit more as like, I don't want to say he was being like possessed in any way, but almost like how, oh, there's a floating. I didn't see that. Right, there's a floating.
Oh, no,
fucking puppet
that's
back there. Oh,
Bob.
that's Bob. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Bob's in town. Did you
Yeah.
guys see that?
We see him. What's up, Bob?
Yeah. Okay, you're not as excited as for Bob as I am. All right,
No.
whatever.
Yeah, we have history with Bob. We don't get as excited as you.
Oh, what the fuck was I saying? I don't even know. It's okay.
So, by the way, Malachi Black's entrance, it's like a snuff film. I mean, is that a little extreme, Brian? Like, I felt like very creepy, the whole thing. Like, oh God, what am I
think
watching?
it's supposed to make you feel a little uneasy, right?
That's his whole personality.
Oh, I wasn't saying
Yeah.
it didn't do its job, but I was
No, you're just saying,
it
yeah.
gave a snuff film vibe.
Huh.
Can you explain why?
A little bit, like 8mm.
It's just, it's really dark. It looks like a Metallica video on the screen, like, but in a very choppy, like, oh, what the fuck's about to happen kind of way.
So no women on it. You just don't.
No, yeah, like the vibe. It just felt like,
That
oh
seems like
shit.
more like you than-
I don't know. It felt evil. Like we're channeling. It felt like the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington. Like the way they represented the evil bouncing from body to body. That's what it felt like.
He's
Is that where
pretty
people
dark.
touch people and then like you like
Yes.
are evil? Okay.
Yes.
See?
Yeah. They
Look at that. That's a deep Denzel cut, and I got that one.
yeah.
Shit.
Deep Denzel cut. So here's where we have to have the actual discussion now that I got all of that off my chest. Is Malachi going to win, or is this Cody coming back, fucking winning in the end? Like a goddamn 80s movie. Win in the end. The Teen
I
Wolf.
honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know what his goal is right now.
Mhm.
Obviously, he wants to stay relevant in some way. I don't think that's necessary. I think it
It's a
would
good
be.
point.
I'm rambling on.
He's not going to put him over
No.
2 times in a row. He's never has. He never has anybody. I mean,
It would look good on him to do that.
Ryan,
It would.
it would look good. It would look
Hmm.
good. I just don't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Kiera. I think that would be a great decision because he just needs to.
I'm gonna go with Malachi. Fuck it.
Okay, Kiera's
Okay.
going with Black.
Okay. No, yeah, you know what? I think, man, I think I'm gonna go with Malachi again, and this is just, I don't know if Cody is, I don't know if he's announced for any dates like after Grand Slam or whatever. Not quite sure, but I mean, he just had the fucking kid, right?
Yeah.
He just shot
Yeah.
the whole season, and now he's showing back up and doing his thing with Malachi. Is there a chance that Malachi takes him out again and takes him out off of TV for like a short-term period?
I think so, Brian.
I
I
can see
think
something.
so.
I can see something like that happening. You know, like
You got to
Get
join
him
us
off
at the end
a
when
way
we
to
talk
get
about
him
the
off.
other things.
You know, get him out of the same storyline
Oh,
scene
okay.
again temporarily.
I think, and we kind of said this, I don't remember where or whatever. Cody should be that commissioner GM role that we talked about. He can't ever hold the belt, so he really does after losing to Malachi here. He hangs it up.
Yeah.
He hangs it up just temporarily, and he becomes that authority role, like you said, Brian.
that's okay.
With his schedule, then he doesn't need to be on there, but he is relevant, and he still has his power.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's
Right.
what matters to him.
Right.
So
Nothing wrong with that.
if I'm gonna read the board for a minute, if
Oh,
if you guys,
yeah, you were in
we
charge of
haven't
the
gone
board.
there for a minute. Let's see. Stike is saying this is going to just be like Brody Cody. Cody got squashed first, then he won the rematch. Same thing. Cody's oh come on. He says same thing. Cody's golden shovel is coming out. That's not nice, Stike.
No, but that's what we're saying. Like Cody's not gonna. Cody has lost a couple matches here and there.
Mhm.
Brody
And then
obviously
DP
won,
is
but
saying, you do know Cody wins and it goes to a rubber match, right? He says
What?
no way and no way, no how, no chance. Cody does the job twice in a row.
yeah, that's why I got Cody. I'm with the board.
Mhm.
A thrown together clusterfuck for tonight, courtesy of Tully Blanchard. We got Sting and Darby taking on FTR. Wow, I sure am glad that Sting came back to follow Darby around and occasionally tag with him. I'm not the Sting mark that everybody else is. I didn't get to watch him like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
But I loved him in TNA, and this is just
Not feeling it.
hang it up, dude.
No.
Either admit that you're a valet or hang it up.
Well,
I don't
I
have
mean,
a-
he's wrestling. He's obviously not a valet. A valet. Manager.
Your boom mic.
He acts a little bit like a manager. Oh, Rob's offended.
Well, I just want to say something. We bitch about Darby. Oh, Darby's getting these premier matches. Oh my God, we hate Darby. Why is Darby getting all this? I mean, he's fun, but he's not like premier match fun. So why is he getting these matches? It's always Darby taking on a new guy's wait, and then it's like, oh, so now Darby's gonna go with Sting, and they're gonna do tag team matches. Well, that sucks. I don't want to see Sting in tag team matches. Really, I don't want to see Sting in singles matches.
Okay.
You know,
That's
and
fair.
I want to see Darby in fucking highlighted singles matches.
That's fair.
So what do? You take Darby and Sting, you run with it, you have them do a tag team thing. Fucking maybe they'll win the title. You know?
You're right.
And
I see. I don't hate that.
And we could make a promo package with my sacrifice to it.
my sacrifice. Woo, woo, woo.
No,
Oh
never
my
fucking
God.
doing that again.
So, FTR, Sting and Darby, who do you got to win? Darby coming fresh off that title loss, or not title loss.
There was no way they're losing.
Who's losing?
Sting and
Yes.
Darby are winning.
My pick is Sting and Darby.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that pick too.
All right, that was an easy one.
Yeah.
This whole Minori Suzuki about the music being cut off. Was this always planned that way, or was I a little bit right about them running out of time, and that's why they cut the music?
No, I don't believe it was always planned that way. However, wrestling Twitter did their thing, and it was like they did it enough where I don't know if you noticed it, but it was trending on Twitter last week, like worldwide. Like it was one of the top things that was going around. It was hashtag the Suzuki incident. So everyone kind of jumped on board, and see, that's why AEW is fucking cool, because they do shit like this. They listen
Tell
and
me,
they
Brian.
like, this was what, a week ago, and they're already incorporating it into their show. That's
the whole
smart.
the whole booking of tonight's show. I have issues with the placement again 2 weeks in a row of the main event.
What do you mean, like which match was the last one?
Yeah, the match was Kingston and Mox versus
2.0, yeah.
2.0. Why is that the main event? There were other good matches on this show that could have been there. Why was that the main event? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's Mox is like the top dog there, man.
Yeah, but it's Mox and Kingston against 2.0. Like, I know
guess
Mox
you
is
could
top dog, but it's 2.0, and I guess to set up Archer and Suzuki coming out,
Right.
because that's what's going to happen for Grand Slam
Right.
at Denny's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I think that's the right match sheet to
Every
have.
time I say Grand Slam, I think of Denny's. I don't know why.
Grand Slam.
Ooh,
Um,
Grand Slam sounds good.
Who's going to win here? Is Archer and Suzuki going to do the job again for Mox? Mox could survive the loss, but I feel like they don't want him to have any. All right, you've
Kieran,
both
you have an
made your
answer?
noises. Now say
Well,
something
I didn't know
else.
who was going. I could just keep making sound effects.
Get the horse effect going.
I'll go first.
Can you beatbox?
No,
Jim?
I think this is I don't want to say it's like a house show, but I do feel like it's going to be a little bit more of like a feel good show. So with that said, I do think Kingston and Moxley are going to go over.
Me too.
Are going to.
They hate Archer anyway, so there's no way he wins.
I think it'll be a fun match, though. It'll be a fun match.
Oh,
though.
totally. Oh yeah, 2.0.
I think it's going to get a little extreme.
You think so?
Everything
Kingston's a
with
main
Mox
man
is
in the
already, we're going to bust him open. Now he's fighting a Japanese crazy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm looking forward to this.
Oh wait, why was I saying 2.0? They're not fighting 2.0. They fight. Jesus, Brian. Sorry.
No, they were fighting 2.0 tonight. That's where your
tonight,
brain went.
But yeah, you were talking about Grand Slam, so.
All right.
Right.
4 matches on Rampage. The men of the year. I don't know why I wrote Mo, M-O-W. Oh, because that's us. And then Hager and Jericho. So they're going to fight there. Dan Lambert, I don't know if he was continuing. Kara, I don't know if you remember me saying this last week. I think he's doing a Vince McMahon type of character. Because he comes out, he says he hates AEW. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, you know how I can tell, he goes, I used to be able to let those merchandise stands be able to tell who the most popular wrestler was because their shirt was sold out. He's like, but now I know AEW fans because all the men's smalls are sold out and all the women's XL is also sold out.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And then he said, and of course they love their super kicks from 149 pounders. Come on, man.
It's a poor attempt.
I think he's trying to be Vince.
I think it's a poor attempt.
He could be.
Vinnie Mac.
And I mean,
Yeah.
they don't really have that type of like character in AEW right now, do they?
And everything he's saying is from dirt sheets about Vince. It's not. It's the farcical whatever of it. Jericho and Hager come out. Obviously, Jericho doesn't even need music anymore. The crowd will sing it for him. They got the MMA guys there, and Jericho said, "Hey, I know what it's like to fight an MMA fighter, an MMA heavyweight champion." Obviously, that's a nod to Brock.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
wanted to make sure we
definitely.
were aligned there. And then he name dropped Tyson.
Mike Tyson or Tyson, Natty's husband, Tyson.
Mike
Tyson Smith.
Tyson, not Tyson Kidd. So
Tyson
this all
Smith.
leads
Tyson
to a
Smith.
match
Oh, that's
next
Tyson
week
Smith.
on Rampage. Hager, Jericho, Men of the Year. Who do you got? Oh, Men of the Year, Kiera, because I know you haven't been here a while, is Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky.
Oh yeah, no, I do.
Oh, okay. Check the tape.
Wait, so it's Men of the Year versus
Versus Hager and Jericho. This is probably the one, I think, toss-up of the whole night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't see.
That's a filly. That was a filly.
I don't.
Ryan's a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see Men of the Year winning that match.
And like I said, I think this is the coin flip.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jericho and Hager.
Ryan?
No, you know what? I'm gonna go with Men of the Year. I feel like you said, this one's a little bit of a toss up, and
Yeah.
especially with Jericho. Again, I know I've been saying it for fucking weeks, but he is going on tour. Apparently, I mean, I know he's got Wednesdays off, but I don't know. I just feel like there's gonna be some, dare I say, chicanery that happens with this one.
Yeah, I think the Men of the Year, one of those Ultimate Fighters that was with him, is going to attack so
Exactly.
that it sets up a match with Hager, an MMA style fight. Next one we got on Rampage, probably the one they're going to try and book against SmackDown is what I'm guessing, is CM Punk versus Powerhouse Hobbs. I could care two fucks about this match.
Really, man?
I just got to be honest. I mean, I'm excited to see Punk. There's no fucking way in hell he's losing to Hobbs. He already has challenged all of Team Taz. If anything, this is to set up Starks. Yeah. Chime in.
This is for the Rampage show.
Yes, this is for, well, what is night 2 of Grand Slam, which by then will be leaked anyway because it's taped. So that's the other thing.
It's doing Punk and who?
Brian, what do you got?
I mean, come on, man. Come on. Again, this is for the crowd. Punk. 100% Punk.
Do you have any Adderall you could send for our co-host to stay focused?
No, not that I can get you in, in time, but I don't think I even know anyone that. Man, I'm out of the
Oh,
loop,
we'll get
bro.
there. We'll get there. We only got a couple more. So real quick, we all think Punk is winning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Punk. Yes. Punk all the way.
We have Jungle Express. This is Brian likes to call it.
Jungle Express.
Jungle Express and Christian are fighting the Super Click. Now, let me take you down a path of disgust here. The Elite are Don Callis, Kenny Omega, the Bucks, and Adam Cole, right?
Yeah.
Now the Elite is complete. That it's those.
Right.
Okay. Well, now the Bucks and Adam Cole have dubbed themselves as the Super Click.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the fuck's happening, right? They're about to win trios belts.
Oh yeah.
That's why they've given them a sub name under the Elite, the Super Click. And this is the Bucks and Cole over Jungle Express and Christian. This is just a gimme. Of course the Bucks are going to win, and of course it's Cole. Cole's not going to lose. It's going to be a triple super kick party. I don't like that they're making Adam Cole the third Buck. I don't like this. He doesn't
What do you
need
mean?
them.
No, he completes the elite.
He
though.
doesn't need them, and that's a shitty T-shirt that they're probably selling a ton of that they think is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's. I got to say, it's not my favorite.
I think he'll
But-
stand out on his own. He'll be the strength of the team. The Bucks, they'll do their shit, and Adam Cole's gonna be like the base, pretty much.
I hope, but
You're making me laugh.
like this is a trios belt, and the Bucks have to be the first to have it because they weren't the first to have the tag titles. Yeah, the Bucks are winning. You guys got any different?
No,
No.
I'm with you.
All right, and the last one, Brian and Omega. Brian Danielson. The names that are close, Malachi
Alistair.
Black and Brian Danielson are fucking with me. I haven't called Miro Rusev once because they're so different.
No. Yeah, that's pretty much out of my lexicon, I think.
Yeah.
Miro. Yeah. I mean, Miro's a better name anyway.
Right, well, that too.
Well,
True. Yeah.
Brian Danielson is not a better name.
No. I mean, I've been doing because I think MJ fucking threw it out there. Daniel Bryanson. So now I even throw that
Yeah.
in. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's-
that's
yeah.
definitely not right.
Yeah.
I've been doing that one. Yeah.
I'm just going to start calling him the American Dragon. All right.
That's a good one. I mean, you're not wrong. Right?
Omega's winning. right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you. I feel like we have a lot of similar picks. This is
Yeah,
like, I don't want
we
to say
do.
it's an, I mean,
You
who
said
gives a
Omega
shit if it's easier
Yeah.
or whatever. It's still, the card is
I have a
fucking
different opinion
both
about
kinds.
that.
You think that Brian Danielson's winning?
I don't know. I feel like
Go on record. Come on. Take a leap. Be
I
wrong.
think it would be fitting. Yeah.
On a Wednesday, on a Friday night.
I'm going with Danielson.
Okay.
Stop whispering.
I mean, it would.
I'm
It's
whispering.
not crazy.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Brian,
What'd you say, Brian?
don't let her take you down this dark path.
I know,
Right.
like it really. I was saying, Carrie, it's not crazy that he wins.
No.
It is. It is absolutely
I
crazy.
feel like this is one of those toss-up. I feel like it's a toss-up match too.
I mean, how insane would it be if he win his first match? He wins the fucking.
That's the thing. It's his first match. If anything, he might win by count out because Kenny walks away.
Dude, are you kidding me? No. Oh, you mean like eventually, not like the match starts and then Kenny runs out.
Yeah, no, the match starts and possibly Kenny goes, fuck you.
No way. Yeah, right. You
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
how fucking pissed everyone would be.
Yeah. Anyway,
That one.
there's no authority to like tell him he has to go back or he'll be stripped.
That's
so
a good point. Yeah, that's a
Oh.
good point. I mean, Tony could come out there. with
yeah,
his headset.
Tony can't even act in an infomercial.
Well,
Oh,
this
come
is for
on.
this is for the title, so maybe I take back my pick, my prediction.
No, don't sidestep. Stick to your guns.
All right, I'll stick with Brian Danielson.
Yeah.
La, la, la.
Stay wrong.
Yeah.
Be a woman and be wrong. And
Stay
just
wrong.
never admit it. All right. So that's the end of our regularly scheduled programming, and we are now going to discuss
Wow.
a little bit of. I mentioned it earlier why Brian's not here because he doesn't want anyone to steal his likeness or any of his images, so he's not even on here.
Wait,
Um,
wait.
What?
Oh, marked out Zombie.
Romby is here.
Marked
Oh,
out
hey,
Zombie.
Robbie.
I
have-
like Romby better.
I have predictions.
I named you.
You didn't ask me my predictions.
You didn't ask him his prediction.
Ask me my prediction.
All right, what's your prediction?
I don't know what's
Zombie.
the matches.
Oh, we have to run it all down.
I mean, quickly. Do it quickly. I only have so much time.
All right, Punk and Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Wow, that's bad. Men of the Year versus Hager and Jericho.
I don't know them next match.
The Bucks and the Super Click versus Jungle Express.
The Super Clit?
Yep.
I always go with the Super Clit.
All right. Suzuki Inc. versus Kingston and Mox.
Is it a 2021 model?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Next match.
FTR, Sting and Darby.
The old guy?
Yep.
Yes. AARP all day, baby. Let's go.
ARP over FTR. Got it. Cody versus Black.
Cody never loses.
Ruby versus Britt.
That no booty though.
BPJ versus MJF.
What?
He didn't. You already used that one.
There's so many letters. There's so many letters.
And Brian American Dragon Danielson against Kenny Super Goofy Omega.
Vince McMahon.
Vince wins that one.
Yes.
Vince is the real winner.
Yes.
Okay. Now you asked this: is there a mole?
A mole?
Yes, that's the question I really want to know.
mole.
Is there a mole from WWE and all these acquisitions that's sent to infiltrate?
Oh, I thought you meant one of those animals Zombies cats brings in the house. No, a mole. Mole, 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 mole.
Mole. Like what kind of mole? Like mole sauce? Like
Who would be the mole?
Mexican food?
I don't know. If anyone, it would be the hippie millionaire.
Zombie is thinking the mole is Hangman Adam Page.
If there was a mole, it would be the hippie millionaire. Just
Hey.
saying. Just saying. His wife still works for the company and wants to be in the Hall of Fame.
It's a fact
hey,
because
hey,
Adam
wait,
said
Adam.
he's saying.
Let me time out for a second. Because we're wrong. We're way wrong on the Stike thing. On the Stike thing. On the Danielson thing. Stike informed us that it's Danielson and Omega is non-title.
I'm sticking.
Oh,
I'm
well
sticking
then-
with Brian.
It's still
Then
Vince.
Brian Danielson wins.
Yes.
That's what I was going off of. I thought it was a non-title match.
You had no
I
idea.
did. I thought
No,
I thought it was
then
non-title.
why in your 10 minutes of didn't you say I picked this because it was I think it's
I said
non-title.
it. I was like, oh, is this
Check
what
your
you-
Zombie
tape.
is reading her mind.
Check
She's
the tape.
lying.
Yeah, you don't need
Wait,
the
why
home
is his name
stenographer
Zombie?
to this one. We got a recording of it. You didn't say
Show
shit.
fucking tape. Show it.
We will.
Woo woo woo.
You know it.
Oh my god. Isn't
Um,
it Rob? I thought it was Rob B. Robin B.
Yes, it's Romby. He just forgets his name.
Mark that, Romby.
Mark out Rob B.
My sacrifice.
So,
Hey, man, come
do you
on.
think that
Don't get him fired up.
do you think Chelsea Green or Matt Cardona will ever give credit to the right people? Romby?
I'm looking in my mind. This is not a question for you, Brian. You already
is
know.
this for Romby? I'm sorry.
Yes.
This is a Romby question. And in my third eye of brown eyes, I see no Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green choose to be douchebags.
Shame.
And here's the other thing. Not only do they plagiarize, but they plagiarize third party by going through an intermediary and giving that intermediary the credit
Right?
that Brian deserves. That's what's even more fucked up. They didn't take
audacity.
credit for themselves.
The nerve.
I didn't fuck your wife. I hired somebody else to fuck your wife.
That's the plot of several movies. So, in any event, Brian, would you like to elaborate, or do you want to stay off the record
No.
on the QT hush hush? Oh, he's all
Sorry,
choked up.
Rob,
He's all
Rob
choked
made me
up.
Fucking choke on that. No, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna. This isn't gonna be like a fucking. I'm not trying to like.
No.
burn anyone or
No,
anything
stop.
like that.
Stop.
Wait.
Stop, Brian.
Do you have any questions for Romby?
Oh, this is a question for Romby. I didn't know I was still doing Romby.
No, it's still the
Brian
Romby.
has
it's
nothing
Romby's
to do with
segment.
it.
Yeah,
Wink, wink.
Oh, I see.
What's your question? Your question for Romby?
Romby. Okay. Man, off the top of my head.
Sperm.
What's that?
Nothing.
you need working hips for that, Romby.
I didn't hear what Romby said.
Don't worry, I'm a lot ahead.
No, he was just trying to get someone to swipe left for you.
Oh,
I have no arms.
he's got no arms or legs. What the fuck are we talking about right
You're asking me a question or
Yeah.
not? I mean,
We're doing
I'm-
what's called filler in the
yeah,
production
I'm
business.
charging you guys by the hour, so
we're
whatever you want.
we're
Okay,
trying to fill the dead air as we wait for you to ask Romby a question because of this organic segment that's just popped up.
He won't stop talking, Brian.
Yeah, no. It's
Well, he
okay.
won't start
Romby,
talking.
what do you like to do on your free time off?
On my free time off,
Yeah.
is it free? Am I getting a paid day? Is it PTO or is it free time off?
Wait, he asked you a question, Romby. You don't ask him questions.
Well, he needs
Yeah,
to be
that's how
specific.
this works.
I'm sorry. The world has rules, even when you live in a basement in Virginia.
Yeah. Now, what about ethics? Are you a very ethical person, Romby?
Not when it comes to copying videos.
Oh. Shit.
Yes, I did.
Think
out of my
faster.
neck. I shit out of my neck. Actually, the back of my head.
Who is you? Do you watch wrestling, Romby?
Not no.
No, oh no, so that's hard for me to ask you a wrestling.
Robbie
question
knows
then.
all,
I'm just
though.
gonna
I
throw
know
it out there
all.
anyway.
Did you not hear his predictions? He clearly doesn't watch wrestling.
Oh, no, that's true. I don't know, Romby. Do you have a favorite? I don't know, say like WWE wrestler, former WWE wrestler, or like I don't know what do you like watching right
Cougar J.
now? God, Cougar J. I fucking love Cougar J. Can we
Cougar
have you
J
talk-
and Firehawk Ramsey aren't.
I don't know what you're talking
Cougar
about.
J.
You don't remember Firehawk?
All I know, my time's up. You guys have you're overtime. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, bye, Romby.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gone. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Close out next week should be a
Chug.
much better discussion. You need to drug your children so you can watch in real time with me.
Don't say that.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you need to get them to bed early by drugging them. In any event, we'll
He's
be back
kidding.
next week to talk more. It should be a fun Grand Slam. We'll hopefully figure out it has something more to do than just the fact that it's in a
I'm
tennis
excited.
stadium.
It's midweek shit.
Woo, woo, woo. You stop.
Stop that.
Oh, wait.
Woo.
That's
Wait.
rude.
You
By the way,
What?
Bob said it best. I hate to credit him, but he said it best. He
Yeah.
said, woo, 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 you stole it. And you know it. In any event, we still love you, BT.
We do. BT.
Yeah, I love you guys.
For Brian, for Kiera, for our weird guest star, Romby / Rob, I am Adam Baum. Tune in next time. Same smart time. Same smart channel.
Catch you on the flip side.
Huh?
You used to be like, fuck y'all. You used to be like,
Outdoor Podcast is produced and edited by Unicorn Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live on WWE's programming.
What I think is funny is that
Facebook
we
Live.
talk more over the
podcast
credits than
by
we do
following
the
us at
set.
podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes
Check
and
the
Apple Podcasts. While you're
tape.
there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronic